And we are finally back after some long editing and some technical difficulties that led to a complete reshoot of everything. But you know what was probably for the best? The first video was just, in all honesty, not the best. So let's get into comparing the Blokees Greninja model kit and the Bandai Greninja model kit. So to start off, honestly, I'm going to try to be as unbiased as I possibly can, but no promises. So to start off, we do have this fake turf that we use for mini dioramas. So while you give him his white stand, he does pretty good with it. He can stand still on the turf and off the turf. Obviously, if you take off his mini stand and try to balance him standing up straight on the turf, he's not going to be able to. And with patience on a flat surface without his stand, he does pretty well. And I'm not even going to try with Blokees because he just can't. Now onto his water blade. As you can see, it's about half his body size. I mean, it looks pretty small compared to him. One thing to note though about his alternative hand is that you do have to split it apart to take away the water blade. And we'll just swap out his alternative hand for his regular hand. And now Blokees' turn. So taking a look at Blokees' alternative hand, the blade just kind of comes off. It does have kind of like a hook, so it was good at first, but now using it a bit, it has worn off a little bit. So it does kind of let go of his blade from time to time. One thing to notice also is the size of his blade. So it's as long as his height. So that's one thing to consider when comparing both model kits. So since we're comparing sizes, here's the size comparison between both model kits. Now, Blokees Greninja seems to have a set size scale due to when I received the rest of the Blokees model kits, there is a big difference in each model kit. So Charizard's is actually pretty big in comparison to Ceruledge and Greninja. And right now, as you see, I'm just bringing in some of the Bandai model kits that I have in hand right now, and they don't seem to have kind of like their world scaling. So you could tell that there's no difference in their sizes. So they all look about the same height. And here's the Charizard from Bandai. It's an outdated model kit, so yeah, its sizes are not accurate. And here's also the Infernape. Yeah, Bandai has came from a long way. So if you ever want to take a group photo of your Bandai model kits, there might be a problem. And if you want to take a group photo of your Blokees model kits, you're most likely gonna have a more accurate picture. But for some accuracy, this Greninja is actually color accurate. And we will be using this Shattered Fable Greninja EX promo that I had graded. And as you can see, the color accuracy is actually really good. Now, Blokees, on the other hand, is a bit lighter. So a color accurate photo with Blokees Greninja, probably not the best call. But at least no stickers though. Now pay attention to his shuriken. Now starting off with Bandai's water shuriken, as you can see, it's actually really detailed. It has water ripples and it does have that spiral that this artwork is showing. Then there's Blokees water shuriken. Yeah, the difference is actually really huge. The size comparison is a big difference, and the detail as well. I mean, for Bandai's Greninja, you get his water shuriken with a peg, and there you go. Just peg it to the bottom of his palm and you're good to go. So Blokees is actually very different. His comes with two angled walls and two pegs that go through the hand. And I actually think that a peg would have been enough because through time it would wear out the hand itself, and it does suck because the wrist has no articulation, so you won't really be able to do much since it is on a flat peg. In comparison to Bandai's that is on a cylindrical peg, you can get more motion in the wrist, so you can get it to do different poses. Now on the subject of posing, if you look right here, you can see that Blokees has articulation in the torso while Bandai's does not. And while Bandai's has better articulation everywhere else, it also has stickers everywhere else, and that includes the fins, the light blue part right here, the eyes, in between the fingers, in between the toes, and the light blue part that resembles the shuriken. One really great thing is that Blokees does not have stickers and there is no articulation in the forearm, so the wrist, and no articulation in the toes, so you can't do what Bandai's does. And let me show you right now. So with Bandai's, as you can see, you could twist it a bit. Well, you could twist it 360, and you could also do the same with the wrist. Now for Bandai's, you can see that his leg actually goes all the way to the back if you fold it. And if you see right here, it's double jointed, so you can get more articulation through that joint right there. So I'll go ahead and show you, and this is without using the second joint. That's as far as it goes. And now with the second joint aligned properly, you can get the leg to go even further. And that really helps out with posability. Now, as far as Blokees goes, yeah, you could try to do the same method with Blokees double joint, but as hard as you try, you just can't. As you see, I'm trying, and yeah, it will not go further due to this section right there. It's actually hitting the inside, if you could kind of see. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna go any further than what it already can. So a slight limitation on Blokees, but this torso matters a lot. Since Bandai's can't move its torso, you can't get some of the poses that you can with Blokees. And honestly, if Bandai's had that articulation in the torso, it would straight up would have beat Blokees by a long shot, because all Blokees really has is just the long sword and the stand and the base, and as well this tongue that can wrap around it, which I mean, it is pretty cool, not gonna lie. It's a nice addition, but to be honest, I mean, in all honesty, Bandai's actually takes the cake. It's a really well articulated figure with really good posing, nice movements, and Blokees has a lot of limitations when it comes down to posability in the arms and legs, but as far as the torso goes, it wins in that department. And of course, the in-world scaling gives it another boost, and its accessories does too. Now, honestly, I think due to my history with Bandai and my love for the articulation in the Greninja from Bandai, I would say that as a standalone figure, Bandai's Greninja is the better figure. But to be completely honest with you, if you haven't picked up Bandai's Greninja yet, I would recommend that you just pick up Blokees Greninja, due to the rest of the model kits from Blokees being possibly even more superior than the Trainer Selects action figures. And only time will tell as I review the rest of them in the coming days, so keep an eye out for those videos. And yeah, Blokees Greninja is the way to go for now. So see you guys till then, and enjoy the reason why it took long to post this video.